moving slow, supercharged Range Rover. Spot in Glencoe, income perpetual. One left, rest is gone. I'ma need some extra, bro. We been giving lessons though, showing better ways. Orange juice and ends with the shades closed. We been on some other get money, I suppose.
I said they were coming for us, but me no different. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Could the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but
and I know she see the G in me. I suppose. And I know she wanna slide with me. I suppose. I've been trying to make it so long. Why I'm feeling like this? They don't wanna see me win, I suppose. But no matter what, I won't quit. Good job.
NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
And they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
Now, here's Butler. And it's Davis missing. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Not 3 off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. Doncic outside. A three-pointer. Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Knocked loose. And stolen by Butler. Here's Davis. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Doncic. Sabonis at the elbow. Over Adebayo. The kick out to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Outside, Green. Here's the 3. And no good.
Well, I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
Now, here's Green. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And again, no good by Golden State. And here we go. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, they'll be ready. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Doncic. Off target on the 15-footer. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
And this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Pass to Butler. Launches it. Green with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And it's Doncic missing. And it's Davis with the ball for the Miami Heat. Jaquez. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Jaquez Jr. bringing that great mix of perimeter skill and that ability to attack the basket.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Pass to Sabonis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drains the 19-footer. Doncic has got 6 points.
And we're so used to Doncic operating with the ball in his hands, but it's good to see him mix it up and work off the catch.
And it's Davis missing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And that one falls for Davis. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Warriors.
23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Doncic with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Hield. Over in the corner. Looney. No good from outside. And a deep three from Hero. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out front. They're up by 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Yeah, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career. But his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in, score the basketball, and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
Here's Rozier. Pass to Jovic. Poke loose. It's stolen by Hield. And here's Doncic from the arc. And that's collected by Love. The Heat with the lead. Inside. Here's Richardson. Banked in off the glass. Richardson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hield. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Jovic. Lets it go with the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And they double up Doncic. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hield can't hit. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Miami no good on that time either. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Jacks up a three. Hield can't hit. Miami trailer. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. There's 1:59 left to play here in the second quarter. Butler on the attack.
Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Luka Doncic. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating for them. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
The Heat shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Make some noise once again for your Warriors Big Team.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Hero on the wing. Adebayo with the elbow. Over Green. that one wide left. And so it's Golden State with it. On the wing, Payton. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And I think Jimmy Butler has made that play before, just understanding how to score off the screen.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Sabonis. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Left side, Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that's it. For the first half of action, what's been a very close game here. Warriors lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here is Davis. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here.
Coming out of the floor for your Warriors, number 77.
Butler on the way.
Luka Doncic.
Clock at 6. Back to Davis for the lead. Drills it from outside. Davis has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Heat.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Back to Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. To the paint. And he makes good on the layup. Payton's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And Payton knows when he should look to score, especially when he's near the rim.
Right side, Davis. That one goes in. Davis has got 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, Doncic. He's got 8. Payton looking around. Screen by Sabonis. To the inside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. A 2-point game. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night. And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
Jaquez outside. The Heat need to get a shot off. There's Hero with the three. Now here's Green. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Substitution for your Warriors.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Castellucci. Shot clock at 6. Doncic with it. He's got 8 for the lead. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Down low. Second chance shot. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from Jaquez.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And even 3-on-3 break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jimmy Butler remains the Heat's franchise player. He says, the confidence my teammates and my coaches put in me, it's a lot. They hype me up out there and I just go play. I try everything in my power to make sure that we win. They trust me with everything. And Kevin, he's earned that faith.
Adney DA, he tends to deliver in the biggest moments and always has. Hey, we thank you for that report. Back to Doncic. On the wing, Heel. Shoots over Hero. They grab their own miss. Green. Here's Doncic. And Adebayo sends it back.
Man, a menace defensively. Adebayo with the swat. He's an all-defensive team member for a reason. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. 2-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the three. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Timeout, Heat. Make some noise and welcome out your Warriors dance team. How about your Warriors dance team delegation? Give them a hand.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. They set the pick. Hero from long range. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Heroes got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. Looking to end the run. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Heat leading by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are.
35.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Warriors trailed by 5. Here's Doncic. Right side Green. Burks with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And here is Rozier. 5 on the clock. Richardson outside. 3-pointers off the mark. Healed from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Rozier. Love outside. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors trailed by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hield can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Heat lead by 8.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Johnson outside. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Johnson brings such a different element with that quick trigger. Not all guys have that.
Inside. Shot's good by Hero.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Hield. From past the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Well, Heat leading by 7. Butler on the wing. No one near him. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
Pass to Kuminga. To the inside. Hield left side. For 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Davis inside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Just more and more comfortable the guys are when Bam has the ball and they cut. They know they're going to get it.
And it's Doncic missing.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Now Butler. On the wing, Hawkins. Oh, good with the triple. Doncic outside. Three-pointer, Hield. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Miami.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Butler.
He was